screen on Audacity there, it looks like I'm good to go.
Dom has a line on his computer.
Dom has a line, just one line, nothing else whatsoever. There's nothing. All my game notes gone, all my game prep gone, but there is a line. That's all that matters.
Is that rolled up piece of paper you've got?
Yeah.
Is that a £10 note?
It's rolled up very, 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 very finely. Oh dear. Welcome back, listeners, to Tales from a 20 Side, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition Let's Play podcast. My name is Dom, and I'm joined by our regular cast members of Mr. Stu Jackson.
Hello!
Mr. Neil Kelly.
Hello.
Mr. Darren Mafucci.
Hello.
And Miss Amy Chislett.
Hello.
Good evening, folks. How are we? I'm sorry for messing you all around with our recording time tonight.
Unacceptable.
Yeah. We've all messed each other around. It's par for the course.
That's what
Except
we
Amy.
do.
Amy's been the only one who's been like, you know,
Fuming.
a bit of a
Fuming.
swat.
Yeah.
Amy's just like, whenever you need me, I'm ready. I'm here. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Just talk to me.
Just let me know in advance. I'll be there.
Yeah. But me, oh no, I've got a migraine. Oh no, I'm busy. Oh no, I haven't slept. It's all true.
Yes,
That's just in the last half hour.
Yes, it is just in the last half hour. There we go. Anyway, how is everyone? It's been a little while since we were together.
It has been a while, hasn't it? It's been almost the whole month.
Weather's picked up.
Weather has
The
picked
weather's
up.
picked up. Weather's picked up, yeah.
I mean, certainly by the newly crimson colour of my arms, I would agree that the weather has definitely picked up.
Oh, you've got trucker's arm.
I've got a trucker's arms, plural.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They look like
When you go there and come... Oh, no, because it's always just... it's your right elbow, isn't it? That's it.
Yes, because you drive a left-hand drive car on the way back.
No, it's because I was up near Derby today. Went for a walk around.
They drive on the right up there, don't
They do drive on the right because Derby's a different country. Apologies to all our friends in Derby.
I mean, you have two northerners in this group, just saying, you know.
We do?
Yeah,
very
but
true.
I'm from Nottingham, so fuck Derby.
And I'm from Yorkshire, so fuck Nottingham and Derby.
Okay. Yeah.
So, over the last month, there was a little... When I was having my floor done, that fucking nightmare.
The saga.
One day there was a little robin in the kitchen. It had flown in through the patio door, so it flapped about a bit and flew away. And then I noticed it kept popping back and sitting on the fence in the back garden. And then I noticed two of them, and then one of them jumped down into one of the plant pots, and I heard loads of little baby chirping. So there's a bunch of baby robins living in my plants. I don't know how many. I've not disturbed them to have a look or anything, but I bought a little bird feeder and some mealworm and stuff, and I'm trying to coax them over to me so I can get them literally eating out the palm of my hand. That's pretty much for the last month. I've just been watching Taskmaster and sitting in the garden trying to bribe robins.
I mean,
That's lovely.
I think they're quite biddable, aren't they, robins? They're quite fearless. They will come and take something out of your hand.
But I don't know how many babies there are, but they should be in like the next 2-3 weeks they should start appearing. So next is I'm going to get them a little bird bath, and I'm going to see if I can just keep them or give them somewhere where they can come, and because it's quite a little safe area, I think.
Darren, if I can make one small request in regards to this story, could you please, every time you interact with the robins, could you do so dressed as Batman?
The best I can do is my. I have a onesie, a Morty onesie from Rick and Morty.
Okay.
That's the best. That's close.
Not Batman at all, but we'll take it.
I could go to Primark and see if they've got any Batman onesies. But the thing is the Robins are. I've already decided the Robins are all getting Soprano names, characters from The Sopranos.
Fair enough.
I thought you were going to start listing opera singers. I've got to ask that when the Robin was in your kitchen, did it take anything like food or
No, there
cutlery
wasn't
or
anything lying around apart from bits of floor and dust and a French
Because I've heard
builder.
people say like Robin bastards, and you know.
No, it didn't take anything. But yeah, I keep sitting in the garden and just I put a few mealworms in my palm and I just sit there and they like come up on the fence and stare at me for a bit and then fly away. So I've started like sprinkling them around a little bit.
Mealworms, tasty. One for the birds, one for me.
But I thought that maybe originally that when I first started seeing the Robin, I thought maybe it had got scared away because I had the builder in doing the floor for like a week and a half, and I thought all the noise would have scared it off. But then a little while later, like I said, one jumped in and I heard its babies sort of like making the noise that they make. So that's been quite interesting.
Cool.
And then other than that, I've just been trying incredibly hard not to slam my head into a wall.
It takes a lot of effort, doesn't it? Especially in this day and age.
It takes less effort to slam other people's heads into walls.
I don't know if that's the message we want to be sending out, Stu.
And that is surprisingly hard work, I think you'll find.
Depends who said it is.
And it depends on whether they're attached to the front of your car or not.
There we go. If you found yourselves in an incident where you've put someone's head into a wall, please do not say that we told you to do so, even though we just did.
I thought you were going to say, call our operators for compensation.
Oh, do you know what? We started getting like merchandise going, Stu, weren't we? We started having our own personal T-shirts for when we're working on the show. Maybe we should branch out into insurance.
Maybe we should.
Maybe that's the next logical step to take this podcast higher.
Have you slammed someone's
Well,
head
I
into a
can
wall
lead
and
the
it
way.
wasn't your fault?
Al wins health
If I
insurance.
slam someone's head into a wall, it's definitely their fault. Like if I.
Yeah, I can go with that. I'm going to totally and utterly derail and not even going to bother segueing. I'm just going to change the subject utterly and completely because I've got a question to throw at each of you. Right? Now, some of us are actors. So I was thinking if there was going to be the Hollywood blockbuster A-lister movie of Tales from the 20 side, who would you have playing your character?
Me.
A-listers. Everyone, so yes.
I would have Henry Cavill.
What, playing the DM?
Yes, I think.
He would be narrating.
Morgan Freeman or
He does play.
He does. Henry Cavill is a massive nerd, and I would be honoured to have him
is.
play me in a film version of this show.
He is. You don't think he looks a bit more like an Elwyn then? With his chiseled good looks and...
Nah.
You'd be Danny DeVito.
I have been compared to him in real life. It's true.
There we go. What about everyone else? Who would you have playing your characters?
No idea.
I don't know. I mean, since he's loosely based on Amos from The Expanse, probably Wes Chatham from The Expanse.
I'd probably have Peter Dinklage.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, for
I
Amos,
think Eugene Hackman.
Oh, I was thinking like The Rock.
What for Amos?
Yeah.
Too big.
Oh, actually,
He's got
no.
muscles.
Chuck Norris.
Oh yeah, no.
Too
I've
old.
changed my mind.
Steven
Can
Seagal.
I have Steven Seagal? Yeah, I want Steven Seagal or Christopher Walken.
And Amy would have Nicolas Cage.
Playing
Wow.
Teller.
Yes, actually, no, I am totally on board with that because Nicolas Cage is brilliant. So.
Yeah. And
Have we seen
to
The
see
Wicker Man?
Yes, it's
it would be-
brilliant.
It would be a golden chance to put Nicolas Cage in a wig.
And it's brilliant.
I think for Otto it would have to be Werner Herzog.
Yeah, Werner Herzog. That'd be fun.
He's got the best
There with the
voice.
German accent and like really grumpy.
I know Klaus Kinski or maybe Christoph Waltz.
Oh no! Because of how weird Otto is. Dieter Laser.
Yeah.
Otto's weird.
Scary eyes. Otto's well.
Well, so
Either Otto or Neil is anyway.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other, right?
I have a Human Centipede 2 T-shirt with his signature on it. Or was it the third one?
Awesome.
I can't remember which one. We went to see it at the Broadway in Nottingham, and the director and Dieter Laser were there. But it wasn't. It was the third one, the worst one of them.
Worst in terms of actually just the least entertaining. Or,
Yeah, well, like I quite enjoyed the first one, and I like that the second one was a bit meta, and the third one was absolutely bonkers, but it just it felt like cheaper, if that makes any sense. Like
felt like what? Sorry.
it felt cheaper, like a sort
Cheaper.
of like Sharknado type.
It probably was.
Yeah, it probably was. But I really enjoyed the first two, and Data Racer was good in all three of them. But
In fact, that reminds me still of a project that you and I never really got off the ground. We were going to do our interactive, our immersive
We were.
Christmas show for children, weren't we? Based on the Human Centipede.
No,
Wait,
it
what?
was the Human Centipede, the
Human Centipede?
interactive Christmas musical phase. Not phase. What is it? They called it like the first phase, no, but it wasn't phase, was it? It was the first.
First something. I mean, either way,
Yes.
Stu, I just have to say, regardless of the fact whether or not this project happened, you missed a golden opportunity to call it the Human Centipede.
We still could. We still could. And
Still
we
could.
could tour schools.
We've not, we've not ruled it out yet. But no, it was going to be an interactive. I mean, we're still, it's still on the table. As far as
Right,
I'm
well,
concerned.
Before
get
we
writing.
dive too much down a rabbit hole, shall we turn our attention back to how we are playing our characters in the game?
Yes. Yes.
Badly. No. What?
There we go. All right. So
Still alive.
you are still alive. You've done very well.
63 episodes in.
63 episodes. Maybe this is the one. We are going straight back into a combat situation. So maybe this is where it all goes wrong. I hope not. I've got a lot planned for the next few episodes. Yeah. Anyway,
That's not jinxed it.
so our adventurers, Brother Amos, Alwyn Templeton, Otto von Niederschläger, and Della Thornbury have found their way to the small village of Elsprin, which is a way station on their larger journey towards the city of Whitethrone in the land of Irison. They've stopped off at Elsprin with the intention of leaving the children of their friend and guide Nadya Petska with some of her family who live in the village, so that she can take them on to Whitethrone with less baggage. Let's say. However, as you arrived in the village of Elsprin, as you were just getting onto the very outskirts, you became aware that on an isolated hut near the edge of the road, there was a humanoid shape lying face down in the snow, surrounded by an ominous red stain. On closer inspection, you discovered this to be the slaughtered body of a woodsman, and when you approached the nearby cabin to sort of see if they could render any assistance, the people inside refused to open the door, as they said that there was some terror still lurking outside, perhaps waiting for you to leave. And it was this terror, this supernaturally fast terror, that had killed the man lying down in the snow, and you decided to investigate. Sending Nadya off into the village itself with her 2 boys, Orm and Mioli, in tow, you began to investigate the scene of this quite recent attack, discovering not only that this individual had been killed with a series of very precise strikes into his body, but you also found 2 sets of tracks, supposedly belonging to the culprits, that led a little way away from the cabin into the forest. And moving following these tracks, they eventually broke into 2 separate paths, one moving towards a set of underbrush a little away from the cabin, and one stopping very abruptly underneath a large oak tree. And as Otto began to investigate these footprints that ended rather abruptly, he became aware that there was still something standing within them. Emerging from invisibility as a second one ran from the underbrush toward the party, you saw the small forms of a strange creature with sort of elongated ears, antennae that curl back over the heads, and a mane of wavy green hair to go with sort of blue skin and supernaturally long legs. And as these creatures appeared, you were given, I suppose, a warning of sorts by the creature in front of you, Otto. "Filthy humans! You meddle and meddle! Now you die!" And that's where we come back into our game. And because it's been a little while since we recorded, and I can't remember if we did at the end of last session, I would like everybody to please roll initiative.
We did not roll initiative at the end of last session, I can tell you.
I don't remember any of that.
It's perception, isn't it?
It is perception, unless you can argue that you can use another skill.
No, I'll go with perception, and it's a 9 for me.
9 for Otto, 13 for Olwyn.
Yep.
13 for me too.
13 for Della.
Yeah, I'm not very perceptive.
22.
2 for Amos. Okay, so Della and Olwyn, who would you like to go first out of the 2 of you?
You can go first.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Olwyn is acting before Della. Acting first is going to be one of these blue-skinned creatures, the one that's bursting out of the underbrush. You see, it seemed to have had a disguise of sort of twigs and foliage to make it appear like part of the bush. And as it strides forward, it sheds that disguise and begins to rush in with its blue skin appearing, and it pelts at a very supernatural speed. This creature bolts across the clearing, darts in front of you, Orwin, and comes up behind Otto, who is engaged with this first one. And as it does so, you see a short sword flashes towards Otto. Otto, I've got a 20 to hit.
That hits.
That hits.
Liberating step.
Liberating step.
Thank you, my friend.
check you're within range. Yep, you are just about in range. You can do Liberating Step. Stu, it's been a while. Remind me what Liberating Step does.
It runs interference with the damage being done to the tune of 2 plus my level, so 6 points.
Very nice. So Otto, you feel this stab in your back as one of these creatures rushes towards you, and you take, or you would take 8 points of piercing damage, but Olwyn's interference means you only take 2 points of piercing damage. And as this blade strikes into you, you feel a chill leak from it into your body. I would like you to give me a Fortitude save, please.
Fortitude save. Ooh, 27.
27 is a critical success there, Otto. So as this chill sort of bites into the wound, you feel sluggish for just a second, and then you tense and you shake it off. No additional problems there.
Good.
And then with its third action, the creature is going to disengage from Otto and blasts past you, Della. And in the blink of an eye, this creature is suddenly 100 feet away from you, Otto, and about 60 or 80 away. Sorry, about 80 away from Della. That's going to end its turn. Which brings us on to Brother Amos. You are acting next. You can see that Otto has just been stabbed by one of these creatures. There is another one in front of it. The nearest one to you is 40 feet away.
I'm going to... I'm going to get my crossbow out and fire an arrow at it.
Okay, which one? The one that's still with Otto, or the one that's run off?
The nearest one.
The nearest one, okay. So an action to draw your crossbow, an action to load your crossbow, and an action to fire your crossbow. Roll that attack.
11.
11 is going to miss, unfortunately, there Amos. The bolt streaks over Otto's head and slams into the tree ahead of him. Okay, and that is the end of your turn, which brings us back round to the second creature. And as it stands in front of you, Otto, the first thing it's going to do is that it also is going to take out a short sword, and it's going to make a strike towards you with it. Okay, that's a good roll. That's 29 to hit you, Otto.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, what's your AC?
18.
18. Oh, so that is a critical hit on top of being hit. So lots of lovely damage coming in here. 4, 7, 9. Otto, you take 18 points of piercing damage as this short sword slams into your chest, and once again there is a chill of freezing cold. I need another fortitude save, please.
16.
16. This time that is a failure. As that strike hits you, you feel your muscles seize up just a little bit. You are enfeebled 1 until the end of your next turn. Shouldn't affect you too much. I mean, that means your strength goes down by 1. Your strength rolls go down by 1.
Enfeebled 1.
Enfeebled 1, yes. And then, so that's 2 actions from it, and with a sneer and a snarl, that creature then uses its last action to break away from you. It runs 100 feet, sort of away from you, and as it does so, you hear it snarling back to you. You ungrateful humans. You should feel blessed to have fey blood gifted to you. Okay. That is going to end its turn. We are around to Alwyn.
Okay, what Alwyn is going to do for a free action, go out, fire, lots of lovely fire. They'll be vulnerable to that, and because we now know that they are fey, suspected it from them being blue, but they've kind of confirmed it. Alwyn is going to draw his shield and the cold iron longsword.
Okay, you draw your shield and the cold iron longsword. I think you've got an action left.
Would I not have 2 actions left?
2 actions left, sorry, yes.
Okay, because what I want to do is ready an action. If either of them come within range, I would like to strike at them with the longsword.
Okay, come within range of yourself.
Well, I'd struggle to hit them. If it was anyone else.
No worries. Okay, that's going to be the end of your turn. Della, we're round to you.
Okay, cool. So how close is the closest one to me?
They've both kind of rushed in to attack Otto and then broken off in different directions. The nearest one to you is behind you, more back towards the cabin. It is 65 feet away.
Okay, I want to sort of take up a bit more of a defensive position, maybe like get back to back with Otto or someone, and then just hold an attack ready for if they come in range.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
What's your movement speed, Della?
I have 30.
Is that 30?
30 feet.
Yeah, so you can get to Otto with one move action, nice and easy. And then you're saying you're using your last 2 actions to ready a strike if they come within range of him, is that correct?
Yeah.
No worries. Alright, so that's going to end your turn. It is Otto's turn.
I'm not sure whether to cast a healing spell or wait until there are more injuries, but I'm quite. I've taken quite a bit of damage in that last encounter. I'll save it. I don't know what to do. They're so far away. There's nothing I can do that will reach them.
So the nearest one to you, Otto, is with the way they've kind of both broken away from you, they're both 100 feet from you.
Both 100 feet. I think I will take animal form. Not a shark this time.
Not a shark, sadly.
I will go for a snake. Snake seems to work quite well for me.
Yeah, alright, you take on your animal form there, Otto. Taking on your snake form, are you aware of what bonuses that's giving you?
Speed is 20 feet, climb 20 feet, swim 20 feet. It's AC equals 16 plus my level.
It's pretty good, so your AC goes up to 20.
Yeah. Your attack modifier is +9 and damage bonus is +1.
You also get 5 temporary hit points as well, which might be quite important to you.
Okay, 5 temporary hit points.
5 temporary hit points. So once those hit points are gone, they can't be healed, but it gives you a little buffer.
Right. Okay.
Right. So that's 2 actions to turn into animal form. You have 1 action left, Otto.
Not much else I can do really, but be ready. I think.
Well,
I know Della's got my back.
Not that I'm trying to push you in any particular direction, but would you maybe want to use your last action to see if you can recall any knowledge about these creatures?
That's a good idea. So this would come under.
So it's going to be. Where's my note gone? So this will be a nature roll, Otto.
A nature roll. Ah, I am trained in nature. I'll do a nature roll. And it's 13.
13 is a failure, unfortunately, Otto. These things have come in so fast that you haven't really had a chance to get a good look at them, and they've darted away. So unable to recall anything about them on this occasion. And then you try to think about them for a second, realise that you're getting nothing, and you take your snake form, ready to defend yourself.
I've got to ask how Della feels about that, because she's just gone back to back with Otto and he's turned into a bloody snake. Which Della won't have. You've not seen that before.
I have not seen that before.
So that's a bit.
I should have said something beforehand. I should have said, don't be alarmed.
Yes, don't be alarmed if you see my snake.
I'm just worried not to tread on you at the moment, I think.
Fantastic. Oh dear. Okay, so that's going to end Otto's turn regardless. And we're back onto the first of these very fast Fey-like creatures, which is now going to dart towards you, Brother Amos. 60 feet to there. It flashes its short sword towards you as it does so. Okay, that's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, that is a hit. You are not flat-footed, so you do not suffer sneak attack damage, but you do suffer the regular damage of the strike. And that's going to be 5 points of piercing damage as it runs the blade just past your guard. And
liberating step.
Okay, let me just see if you're in range. What's the range on liberating step?
15 foot.
You're not quite in range to hit Brother Amos, Holwyn.
Okay.
Thank you anyway.
Okay, I tried.
You did try. Yep, so you take that strike, you take that 5 points of damage, and there's a supernatural chill that comes off the blade as well. Can I have a fortitude save, please?
$23.
23 is a success. You feel this chill creeping into the wound, and similar to Otto, you grit your teeth and you push through it, and you suffer no further effect from that. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. What else is it going to do? It's got one action left. You know what? It's gonna hang in there for the moment. It's gonna attempt to strike you again, Brother Amos. And that's going to be a 18 minus 4 is 14, plus 11 is 25 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That hits. Again, though, you are still not flat-footed, so you only take the regular damage from it. Which means you're taking a further 3 points of piercing damage, Brother Amos. And I will need one more fortitude save.
$24.
24, another success. This chilling effect seemingly having no effect on you at all. That ends its turn. We are round to... It's your turn, Brother Amos, with one of these creatures right up in your grill.
I am going to... You said they had, like, long legs.
Yes. So, the creatures themselves are quite small, and then you sort of take a closer look at them, and they seem to be mostly leg, if that makes sense. Like, that might explain why they're able to move so astonishingly fast.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get my staff out. Try and take out its kneecaps.
Okay. So are you attempting to trip it, or are you just striking it?
I'm going to attempt to trip it.
Okay, in that case, let me have a athletics roll, please.
$21.
How much, sorry?
21.
21. I think that's going to be a success. Bear with me. It's reflex DC. Oh, they're quite quick and nimble. 21, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, not quite. You're very... you go to swipe towards it, Brother Amos, but it sees what you're trying to do, and it hops at just the right second over the staff.
Slippery, lanky streak of piss.
You've got 2 actions left. Or actually, no, you'd have 1 action left because it'd be one action to take out the staff.
Yeah, to take out the stuff. I'm just going to have a crack at it with the stuff then.
Yeah, sure thing.
Try and hit it with the stuff.
Try and hit it, roll your attack.
I'm doing 2-handed as well, so it's a D8 for damage.
That's cool.
That definitely doesn't hit. I just rolled a 2.
Oh, buddy. That's unfortunate. What's the total?
The total 11.
11. Okay, yeah, that's...
Oh wait, sorry. Where's my stuff then? Yeah, 11. Yeah.
11. That's, 11, not enough. It throws you off balance as you swing to take out his legs and it hops over. You go to hit it and it just ducks aside as you try. Okay. End of your turn there, Brother Amos. It is the second of the creature's turns. And this one also... Now, can it get to you, Brother Amos? Oh, it can, but it would have to stay there. They're not worried. This one, the second one, it uses its first 2 actions again to rush towards you, Brother Amos. You find yourself flanked by both these creatures all of a sudden. And the whole time, this second one is spitting curses at the direction of, seemingly directed more towards yourself now. Filthy humans, so ungrateful. And he's going to try and hit you with a short sword. Okay, that's going to be 21 to hit. Oh, no, 21 against your flat-footed armor class, so 2 less.
Oh yeah, that hit.
That hits, okay. It dives in with a short sword. Scores a nice strike with, that's going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And I will need a fortitude save once again, please. 22 is a success. You suffer no effects from the numbing cold. Okay, that ends its turn. 2 actions to get to you, 1 action to attack. Alwyn, we're round to you.
Right. Can Alwyn get in a flanking position with one of these things with Brother Amos?
Yeah, so
in
both
a single move. 25 movement.
So yes, you can get in. Yes is the answer.
Right, I'd like to do that with my first move.
Okay, first action, you rush in behind the creature.
I'd like to take a poke at it with the cold iron longsword.
Okay, as you move to strike it, Olwyn, it turns around and sees you as you do so, and it just sort of yells, "Too slow, human! Can't catch me!" and seems to burst with speed as you go to hit it. What's the attack roll?
17.
17 is a miss, and as your blade whooshes harmlessly past the creature, it, as part of its reaction, it bolts 50 feet away from you.
Okay. Final action. I'll command Chardonnay to attack the other one.
Yep, so Chardonnay... Go on, sorry.
I was going to say Chardonnay's got a movement of 35, so can Chardonnay get in a flanking position with on the other one?
Yep, Chardonnay can do the same thing, so 1 action to move in for Chardonnay and 1 action to attack.
Excellent. That is 23 from Chardonnay.
Okay, so as Chardonnay goes in to bite it, again this creature uses its reaction and sort of turns around, and you hear it crackle at Chardonnay. Too slow. Which that gives it a bonus to its AC, which is enough to make that attack miss. And it bolts away actually, it bolts away to join its companion.
Well, these things are just dicks.
Okay, that's the end of your turn, Olwyn. Della, we're round to you. You are now back to back with a snake, and your two adversaries are a little way off on near the path.
Why is it always snakes? How far away are they from me?
The nearest one is 75 feet from you. Actually, they're both 75 feet because of the way that circles work.
I'll just run over there as much as I can.
Okay. So 3 actions to rush towards them. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can absolutely do that. You use 3 actions to sprint towards them across the snow, just getting within range as you get to the end of your movement.
You're on your own, Otto.
Actually, you're the one on your own.
And speaking of, it is now Otto's turn.
Well, I think Otto will follow forwards, but my speed is 20 feet. So I will. How far have you gone, Della?
It'll be like 70.
Yeah, Della
75.
moved 70 feet.
Could Otto hitch a ride on my backpack being a snake?
No, he's quite a big snake, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm a little.
A very big snake. I will move 40 feet following Della.
Sure thing.
Actually, maybe now 60 feet. I'll move 60 feet. I'll use all 3 to travel.
60 feet, okay. So using all your 3 moves to move in, you get within 20 feet of these creatures. But that does take all your moves to do so. Okay. End of your.
I'm picturing this that kind of. So Della's gone up to Otto. Otto's turned into a snake. Della's run away. Now the snake is chasing after her.
Okay. So Della, the creature that you've just rushed up to, its turn. It's going to rush around you, and is going to make a strike using its ally for flanking. And as he strikes in, Della, I've got a 26 to hit your flat-footed.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Now, just a quick thing. As a rogue, have you got deny advantage yet?
Yes, I am not flat-footed to hidden, undetected, or flanking creatures of my level or lower.
There you go. So as this creature rushes round Della, your sort of intuitive rogue sense flicks on you. You know exactly what they're about to do, and you're able to guard yourself from the worst of that strike. So actually, if it matters, that would have been 26 against your regular armor class then.
That still hits.
Still hits, okay?
Yeah.
But importantly, because you're not flat-footed, you do not suffer sneak attack damage. You will be taking max damage on the dice though for 8 points of damage. And I will need a fortitude save, please.
Uh, 11.
That is a failure, Della. This supernatural chill creeps into the wound it left, and you find yourself moving a little more slowly. You are enfeebled 1
Okay.
until the end of your next turn. That's going to end. Oh no, it's got 1 action left. That's happy where it is. It's going to make a second strike. That's going to be a total of 11, so that's going to miss. Okay, end of its turn. We are round to Brother Amos.
Okay. Is it still next to me, the one that had a stab at me?
No, they both bolted away from you. When they were attacked by Olwen and Chardonnay, you watched them use a burst of speed to get away from the attacks.
How far away are they? Huh?
The nearest one to you is... Hang is 35 feet away. So I think you can actually get there in one move.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna run at it, and I'm gonna try and trip it up again.
Sure thing. You rush towards it. You go to trip it. So make the athletics roll.
28.
28, and this time, Brother Amos, it does not see you coming, and you rush in and you sweep its legs out from under it, and it lands with a thud in the snow. You've got one action left.
Oh, shit. Is dropping something an action?
You can drop something for free.
Oh, damn. I'm going to drop my staff, and I want to get out my grappling hook.
Okay, yeah, you drop your staff and you take out your grappling hook.
Is that... taking out is an action, isn't it?
It is an action to retrieve it, yeah.
So do I still have a move left?
Nope, that's going to be all three.
No, I don't.
Fortunate. I mean, did you want to do something else instead of take out the grappling hook?
Yeah.
Like smack it with your staff.
Yeah, I'll smack it with a stick.
Right, roll.
Yeah, I was going to tie it up, but I don't have enough actions, so...
It's not. So roll the attack there, Brother Amos. The creature is flat-footed as you've just knocked it prone.
$24.
24. Now, crucially, because you've knocked it prone, I'm going to rule that it can't use its reaction to run away from you. So that is going to hit. Please roll damage, Brother Amos.
Can't find the dice. I can't remember what I'm doing.
So it'd be I think it's a D6 on the staff, or D8 if it was two-handed.
It's D8 two-handed. I rolled a 5.
Okay, and then adding your strength on top of that.
Strength 3, 8.
It's 8 points of damage. Very
Sorry,
nice.
I'm a bit slow today.
No, that's all right. To be fair, it has been
brain good.
It has been a little while since we played, so I think I'll forgive you all for being a bit woozy on it all. Yeah, so you rush in, Brother Amos, sweeping the legs from under this creature and then burying your staff into its chest. There's a crack as something breaks. It did not like that attack at all, but it's still going. That's you all done. We are round to the other one, which is going to break away from you, Della, sort of rushing around. Rushing around behind you, Brother Amos, and is going to make 2 attacks against you. The first one's a 15. I think that's going to miss.
That misses, yeah.
And the second one is worse, so that's also going to miss. So it rushes in. You see, you hear a hiss of rage as you knock the first creature down. How dare you hurt Zababa! It rushes in behind you and makes two wild swings that go nowhere near you. That's going to end its turn. We are on to Olwyn.
The one that's prone, how far is it from Chardonnay?
From Chardonnay. 50 feet.
Oh, crikey. Now, we were next to Amos, though, weren't we?
Amos.
35 feet for Amos.
Hang on, I might have measured that wrong. I think I've measured something wrong here.
Sorry, I hate to question.
That's all right.
I was doing the maths in my head, which is often dangerous.
Okay. Yeah. So sorry, I'm counting this back. So from that spot to that spot, that's 35. So yeah. So from where Brother Amos was, that one is 40 feet. Because Chardonnay was a bit further offset, it would be 45 feet to get next to the one that's prone.
Okay. What about the one that's now flanking?
Yeah, it can get in. Chardonnay can get in there with one move.
Okay. I'll command Chardonnay to do so.
Okay.
And attack.
All right. Roll that attack.
For what it's worth. 12.
12. Okay. And once again, as Chardonnay goes to bite it, it sort of turns around with a snarl and almost a giggle. "You're so slow, so slow!" And it bolts. After Chardonnay misses, it takes that opportunity to bolt away from the melee. These things are slippery, man. It's very slippery.
Okay. And where does it bolt to? Does it bolt further away again, or?
It's actually bolted back towards the cabin. So it's now you see it's come to rest about 20 feet outside the front of the cabin.
Oh, that's not good. Right. So how far away is that one from Alwyn?
From Alwyn, that is 80 feet.
Okay. I was just going to use his 2 remaining moves to get 50 feet closer to it.
All right, 50 feet closer to it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40, 45. 50 feet closer, and that's you all done, Alwyn. Okay, end of Alwyn's turn. We're round to Della.
Cool. Anyone near me I can hit?
Yes, there is one of the creatures that Brother Amos knocked prone is between you and Brother Amos.
Okay, I'm going to stab that one with my rapier.
Stab away, Della. Stab away. Roll your attack.
28.
28. That's going to hit, even if it could use its reaction, and that would hit it anyway. Roll your damage with sneak attack.
Four.
4 points of damage. Was that with sneak attack?
Yeah.
Oh wow! What did you roll?
1 and a 3.
Oh mate, that's unfortunate. Okay, but you still get a good strike in there, Della. You've got 2 actions left.
I'll do that again, hopefully.
All right, roll again. This with -5 is your second attack.
24.
24 again is enough to hit. Roll damage.
1. Oh, do I get sneak attack as well?
Yes, you still got sneak attack.
Okay. And another one. So 2.
Oh mate, so I forget you've got no bonuses to your strength, have you?
No.
I've got to ask, to get 24 with the -5 penalty, did you roll a 20?
I rolled a 19.
Oh, so close.
So close.
So close indeed.
So close.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll poke him one more time and rolled a 9 on the dice, so definitely a miss.
Yeah, so that's going down to quite a low number. So you get 2 good strikes in, and you go for a third, and it rolls definitely out of the way, Della. But that is the end of your turn. We're round to Otto.
So, is this one who's on the ground within range of... How far away is he from me?
He's only 10 feet away from you.
Ah, good. Well, then I will move 10 feet, and I will bite him.
Of course, I forget you're currently in snake form.
I'm in snake form.
You move forward and you bite at the creature. Roll that attack, Otto.
Oh, a natural 20.
Yes. Been a while since we've had one of those.
Crit card.
Instead of 20, what do I add to it?
So, let me just check the spell. Because it'll be based on your animal form. So your damage is 2d4 piercing and 1d6 poison.
Plus 1d6 poison.
That's it.
Yes.
And I'm going to draw you a crit card, we're doubling all of that, and you get a crit card on top of
Okay.
it. So let's see what I've got for you. It's a piercing attack, isn't it?
It's piercing and poison.
Piercing and poison. So yeah. So as you bite in, Otto, what was the damage?
It's 4 plus. So it's 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay, which is double to 10.
4 points of poison damage. Double to 8. Is there another
Alright.
modifier? Attack modifier is
not
plus
to that
9.
attack. So that's
Okay.
that's just to
and
hit.
the damage bonus is. Right. And
yes.
the damage bonus is plus 1.
Yes, it is. So your crit card that you just drew, Otto. Interestingly enough, you drew leg wound.
Yes.
As you bite into this creature, you see how quick it is, and you think, I've got to slow this thing down. And you bite it in its leg, and ordinarily that would reduce its speed by 5 feet until it's healed. However, in this case, your bite, Otto, is powerful enough to tear the leg clean off, and the creature bleeds out on the ground.
I loosened it for you.
He bleeds out, and that's it. That's the end of him.
That's the end of that one. That leaves you with one left.
I'm not sucking the poison out. Just saying.
Yeah.
And how far away is this other one?
The other one is from you, Otto. 65 feet.
65 feet. And how close am I to? Am I now amongst everyone else?
Right now
Della
you're
and-
yes, you're near Brother Amos and Della. Olwen is a little way away, and this creature is 65 feet.
Right, so sorry. I think I'll stay where I am. If I move forward, I'm just opening myself to an attack.
Sure, no worries. Okay, so it would have been Zababa's turn, but you've just killed him. So it's going to be round to Brother Amos. That trip was nasty. Really took it out of the fight.
Big snake.
So, how far away am I from?
You are 50 feet from the second creature.
Okay. So 2 moves. I'll move up to it, and I'm going to try and trip it again because that was effective.
Yeah, well, it worked out fantastically for you last time, so why not? Roll your athletics check, please.
Okay, who's that one? Not so well this time. I just rolled a 1.
Oh, buddy. Would you like to keep that as a 1?
Oh, here.
Yeah, I'm using my hero point because I don't think I've ever used my hero point before.
You've used them a couple of times.
Have I? I
yeah.
don't recall. Okay, well I'm going to use my hero point.
All
Roll
right.
again. Athletics. 21.
21, not quite enough. You go for a second effort, and once again, it sees exactly what you're doing, having just seen you do it to its friend, and it hops nimbly over the staff at just the right moment. No effect there, but you are up in its grill.
Up in its grill.
Okay, that's the end of your turn, Brother Amos. We're round to the second creature, and there's a howl of rage that comes from it as it sees you dispatch its companion. No, verminous humans, you pay for this! And it's just going to flash towards you with 3 attacks, Brother Amos.
Okay.
That's a 14, that's a miss. I've got a natural 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, so roll the third attack. And 19 minus 8 is 11, plus 11 is 22.
That's a hit as well.
That's a hit as well, okay. Key thing, you are not flat-footed, so it won't get sneak attack on you. So as it comes in with the first strike, you duck to one side. The second one, it goes for a nasty cut across your ribs. Oh, I completely missed my dice tray.
If you can't hit your dice tray,
you can't hit the enemy.
What you always say to us.
That's it. Felled by my own hubris. Okay, so I've got 8 points of damage on the critical hit.
Okay.
And on the regular strike, it's another 8 points of damage.
Unfortunately, Alwyn's 30 feet away, so he's too far.
Yes.
Oh, dearie me. Brother Amos is not in good shape.
I will also need 2 fortitude saves, please, Brother Amos. Once again, as this blade strikes into you, a wisp of cold follows it.
11.
Mm-hmm.
And natural 20.
Natural 20. Very nice. So as that critical hit strikes in, you feel a wave of cold wash over you. You are enfeebled 1 until the end of your next turn, and the second one, you resist that effect. That's going to end its turn. Olwyn, we're round to you. Can you save the day?
30 feet away, Alwyn will use... is Brother Amos 30 feet away? Or is Brother Amos 25 feet? This is quite unusual.
So if you were to move to get to Brother Amos, it would be 30. It'd be 30 feet to move to Brother Amos. If you wanted to move into a flanking position with him, it would be 25 feet.
Oh, is the creature nearer than... Because the creature was 30 feet away last.
Yeah, I think I was measuring from you to it rather than you to the space before it.
Okay. Right. How badly injured is Brother Amos?
I have 18 hit points left.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see he's looking quite bloody, especially from where this short sword has just been plunged into him a couple of times.
Okay.
Ribbons of blood splattering the snow, not too far from the body of this woodsman, who died in a very similar fashion.
But not about to die, so you know. Okay, I'll move to a flanking position. My speed's 25 feet, so yeah, I'll move to attack the creature.
Okay, you rush up to engage,
Flanking. And I will take a strike first of all with the longsword, the cold iron longsword, just as a reminder.
All right. Again, it sees you moving in and it prepares to bolt away. But roll the attack.
Natural 20.
Yay.
26.
Oh,
Think that's going to hit. So roll damage. And crucially here, Olwyn, what weapon is this using?
This is the cold iron longsword.
All right. So a couple of things need to happen here, Stu. Roll your damage and add 5 to it, please.
Okay. Only rolled a 2, so that's 7.
Okay, so that's 7 points of damage.
That's not doubled for
That's
it
not
being
doubled.
critical.
Oh, okay. In that case, let's have that double, so that becomes 14.
And I get a crit card, presumably.
You do get a crit card. Bear with me 1 second.
Yay! That's 2 in one game. I think that's the first, isn't it?
Yeah. Done well. Okay, it's a slashing weapon,
short
isn't it?
work.
We'll see.
It's a slashing weapon, isn't it?
It is a slashing weapon, yes.
Okay, so yeah, or when you strike in and you cut with the weapon, as you do so, you score a terrible wound across this small creature. It's fey blood splattering across the floor. You drew terrible cut, which is triple damage.
Ooh, nice.
Terrible
So
card.
that's 21 then.
That's not terrible at all.
Not for us.
There you go. Like with that one strike, it is not looking at all healthy. And as the second part of its reaction, once that attack finishes, it bolts away from the two of you.
Yes, keep running. I've got one action remaining, I believe. And I'm going to use it to move up to Amos.
Okay, you use your last action to move up to Brother Amos. Okay.
I've got you.
End of your turn, Olwyn. We're round to Della. This creature, the one seeing Olwyn wound it grievously in melee with Brother Amos, it has come bolting towards yourself and Otto. Seems intent on getting to the creature that you had just felled, so it's quite close to you. What would you like to do?
Okay. How many can I get to it in one move, or?
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Olwyn, one last thing I need from you. Please roll a d20.
19?
19.
Oh.
Don't worry.
I'm keeping this dice. I'm using one I don't normally use. I'm using my orange one.
Very nice.
A specially weighted one.
It has spent time in dice jail before now, so...
And it seems like it knows what it's done, and it's therefore returned.
Yes, learned its lesson.
There we go. Okay, so Della, you get yourself into range of the second creature. What would you like to do?
Okay, now I would like to use my predictable feat because I've seen this guy run up and down a few times, so I get an idea that he's going to run away. So by observing an opponent, I can get a sense of their next move and prepare to counter or resist it, which is a perception check to sense motive against a deception DC.
Absolutely. Okay, so sense motive is a secret check.
Yeah.
So I will roll that for you. What's your perception bonus?
10.
10. Okay. Now, these things are fairly slippery, deceptive by nature. Let's see how you do. It's cocked. Okay. So Della, as you move in towards the creature, you can see exactly what it's trying to do as it rushes forward. It seems to be almost ignoring you and Otto. It's making a beeline for the body of its fallen comrade. You get the sense that it's going to attempt to grab the body and flee. But regardless, with your critical success there, Della, you gain +2 to AC against it until the start of your next turn, and a +2 bonus to the next save you have to make against it as well.
Cool. And then I'm going to stab it.
And then you stab it. Roll the attack, Della.
I got a 15.
15 is not enough, unfortunately, but it has already used its reaction to run away, so it can't do that again.
Okay.
Having seen what your eyebrows did on that secret check, Dom, I just wondered if we can have a game of poker at some time.
You keep thinking you know what you saw, Stu. You keep thinking that. All right. It's predictable as an action, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So in that case, that means we're on to Otto's turn.
And how far away is he from me now?
It is... You can get there with 5 feet of movement and be in position with Della as well.
Yes, I'll move into a position. Can I get a flanking position or something?
You absolutely can. So roll that attack also.
Yes, I will. I'll roll that attack, which is a natural 1.
Oh.
Okay, please roll a d6 there, Otto, if you wish to keep it as 1.
Do you wish to keep it?
It's a 1.
Oh, you wish to keep it.
What?
Okay, a 1 on a d6 means that is a critical fumble.
Oh no!
Okay.
I'm gonna use your hero point. Never mind.
Yes, can I use my hero point? Or is it too late for that?
I will allow it. I did give you opportunity to do so, but I will allow it.
Thank you.
But I want to know what was going to happen.
Yeah, I'd have been much tougher than that. I would have said, no, You had your chance.
So do I just roll d20 again?
Yes, re-roll that attack, Otto.
Bet it's a 1.
And this time it's a 6.
6, okay. And what's the total?
What do I add to it? I add my 6 plus 9, 15.
15 is a miss, Otto. You've got one action left.
I will make another strike. This is with a -5, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll tell you what that crit fumble was afterwards.
Right. It's -5. It comes to 22.
-5 is 22. Ah, it's used its reaction. It can't bolt away from that. 22 is exactly a hit, Otto.
Ah.
Roll some damage.
So 2d4. 3 plus 3. So 6 points of piercing damage. 3 points of poison damage, plus a bonus of 1.
Very
So
nice.
it's 10.
So as you see this creature rushing towards you, Otto, it's focused very much on the first one that you just killed. And as it's reaching out towards it, seemingly to scoop it up and dart away, never to be seen again, you coil up towards it and lunge out, taking it down as you rip through its neck. And that is where we're going to end for tonight, folks.
Yay!
Murder!
Yay!
Moida.
Did it!
Oh,
Couldn't run fast enough.
Tales from the 20 Side is a Feeble Films production in association with Juicy Falls, music by Nazar Ryback from hooksounds.com, editing by Stu Jackson. Find us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram by searching Tales from the 20 Side or by visiting talesfromthe20side.com.
so what was that?
What was the crit?
Because this will be the post Credits scene.
So that crit card, and the whole reason that I decided to let it go was because it was a little bit pointless in the grand scheme of things. Otto, your crit card was Shield Crash, which means that you would have done the normal damage of that attack to your shield, but you're not. But snakes can't hold shields. That's silly. So,
Okay.
Bats can. Their wings are like a shield of steel.
if you say so, Stu. If you say so.
That's a very, very old cartoon from when I was a boy.
What cartoon is this?
All this was filth. Batfink.
Batfink, of course, Batfink.
My wings are like a shield of steel, and all this was fields.
There we go. Right, thank you, folks. I'm going to stop
Thank
recording and go
you.
and put something on my sunburn.